Yo, what up, YouTube? This is your boy Enrique, aka Biggie's Comics, coming at you with this week's comic book haul. That's right, guys. We got a haul. I'm getting very consistent with my videos again. I remember while I slacked off for a while, but I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to commit to at least one video a week. Hopefully I would have, even if I don't get books that week, I'll come up with some type of video just to put out a video, because I really do enjoy making videos, and it doesn't matter what the video is about. It's fun, it's fun. But it does get expensive when you're trying to do haul videos all the time. But I'm not just gonna focus on haul videos. I'll do videos on other things, on slabbing, on any reviews, shows, whatever it is that has to do comic related. I'll try to put out something at least once a week, and I'm going to try to do more contests. I know I'm guilty of not doing contest videos enough, to support the rest of the community, but I'm going to try to do a few more often, So this week, I picked up my new books today, new Comic Book Wednesday. I also have some stuff that I bought on eBay, not much. I got a few things that Marky 316 that he picked up for me at his LCS, that my LCS didn't have it. So it's just a few books, nothing much, nothing too crazy. So let's just start right away. First, I'm gonna start with my new Comic Book Day books that I picked up today, and picked this up today. Generations, the Thunder is called. The Mighty Thor and the Unworthy Thor, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm really trying to give Marvel a chance, to just win me back over, with these Generations books. And I don't know, man. I can't. I'm not giving the actual review in detail the book, but I'm not liking it, man. I really want to like it. This book, the artwork is good on this book. It's just, I guess after Secret Empire, you'll know where these guys are coming into place. That's what's hurting these stories, is that you don't know. It's kind of like the Generations Hulk and the Generations Wolverine. Like the current characters now that are taking the forefront are going back to a certain era of the core character, but it's the back of an era where some of these guys are not like established. Like Thor's not really established as Thor. Like he's still trying to earn the hammer, and this was years ago, before anything that happened in the last year. The same thing with the Generations Hulk, where Cho ended up where the Hulk was fighting Ross before Ross was Red Hulk. So you don't know. It's like if these guys have just come out of thin air, and they're meeting the old counterparts. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all blends in or whatever. But not really liking it, to be honest, and I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. Whoever's reading Generations, if you guys read this or understand it more than I do, just please feel free to hit me up in the comments and let me know. I'm open to all opinions and want to hear what you guys think. All right, this next book right here, I'm not really picking this up. This is a tie-in to the WMD, Weapon of Mutant Destruction. This is Weapon X number 7. It's a really cool cover. Maybe I should have read fuller. I read the last issue, which I do have. I'll show it to you, in this haul. Pretty good series. The book has been selling out. I didn't think to pick this one today, but I met fellow NOI warrior, Era212. He told me, yo, this book is being hot. It's sold out in Midtown. So usually when they sell out in Midtown, that gives us an indication of there's something going on with the book, because Midtown usually orders so many copies, and if they run out, then there's got to be scarce everywhere. So I picked up the last 2 copies off the shelf at my LCS, and to look on eBay, the book is already selling anywhere between 10 and 20 bucks. So figure out it's run out everywhere. So I haven't checked the print run, so I don't really know. But if you guys could pick it up and want to do a quick flip, this is one of the books to do. Quick little chump change. But the storyline is good too at the same time. So you might want to keep it, add it to your WMD collection. Next, now we're gonna get into the DC stuff. So I decided to start getting Action Comics again, because the last storyline I read, before this 985, I read online. I read that story arc online when General Zod and all the other villains, Eradicator, Hank Henshaw, Cyborg Superman, they're all teamed up against Superman, and then the whole Superman family had to come and rescue him and stuff like that, which was cool. It's cool how Lex Luthor is part of the Superman family now, you know. So we all know there's some hidden agenda there. It just hasn't been revealed yet. Maybe in this issue, who knows? Haven't read it yet. We're about to learn about the Oz character. That, you know, Oz there's been little pieces of rebirth all around. You know, with Oz, he was the one that I think originally that he kidnapped Tim Drake's. You know, from Detective Comics at the end of their first story arc with Rebirth. He also, I think, took future Tim Drake's also when after Terry McGinnis took over back the mantle of Batman Beyond during Rebirth. So it's cool to find out now. I think we're supposed to find out who he is and what his deal is. You know, so it's pretty cool how with Rebirth you have little pieces of certain characters throughout other titles, but it's coming together in Action Comics. So really looking forward to that. Then we have here Flash. This is the negative story arc. So, you know, so I read up on it finally, and this is the new issue that came out. This artwork, I cannot stress enough how sucky the artwork is. It just, oh my god, I cannot stand it. But the storyline is really good, you know. Spoiler alert, you know, it's Barry Allen. A lot of people already know that he has like a new power, negative speed force, and he's using those different energies and learning new things, and it's very interesting story arc. I'll tell you, the Flash is one of the Rebirth runs that is not lost steam. From issue number 1, we're up to issue 29, and it's still going strong. Just the artwork, god damn, it changed the artist already. All right, that was my little rant. Sorry, guys. That was my little Marky Minute rant right there. And then last but not least, I picked up, you know, Manhunter number 1. You know, the Kirby one-shot specials that they've been doing. Looking forward to reading these. You know what? I didn't read the Sandman yet. I didn't read this one because they're coming out fast. There's one a week. Next week is Darkseid. Excuse me one second. So next week is Darkseid. So that's... that'll be 3 of them 4 back to back. New Gods, Sandman, Manhunter, Darkseid is the next one. So I'm gonna just wait till they're done and then just read them straight through. You know, it'll be like a nice little trade basically with all of them back to back instead of reading one and done. And what's cool is that in each of these books they're throwing in little specials. You know, like a classic bonus Kirby story like this says here. This one has a demon adventure. Love Etrigan the demon. One of my favorite characters. One of my favorite Kirby creations. So, you know, yeah, I'm looking forward to cracking into it. And at $4.99, it's okay. It's a one shot. You know, it's a $5 price tag, but it's a quality book, thick pages, heavy card stock on it. And at my LCS on all number 1s, they do 20% off every time a number 1 comes out. So I basically get it for $4, so it's not a big deal. Pick it up all day. So that's it. That's all my new books that I got. Next, I want to give a shout out to my fellow NY Warrior Market 316. A guy that he ran into, I guess, I don't know if it's his friend or whatever, had a bunch of comics, that it was about 60 comics or so, and he was trying to get Marky to price them for him. So Marky reached out to all of us, of course, at NY Warriors, and he showed us what the guy had, and, you know, I pointed out the keys right away, what's worth what. You know, we helped him out real quick, and then because of that, you know, Marky had picked up some of the books from him, and he was giving me 2 books that he figured 2 books that I would like, because, you know, Marky knows the books that I like. So he sent me this right here. This is Action Comics 587. It's cool. You know, it's just, you know, it's a filler for me so I can complete, you know, to be honest, deep down, I've probably never mentioned this. I would love to complete an Action Comics run. That would be just amazing to do. It's, you know, it's pretty hefty run, if not one of the longest runs in comic books. But that'll be, you know, that'll be something to probably one day do or do. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it and then I know I'm not, or I'll pick them up as I go along. Let's just put it that way. Really nice cover. This is John Byrne, Etrigan the Demon, Superman. Hey, you know, can't go wrong with that. Then this book, and I'm so you know, surprised. I should have had this book in my collection a long time ago. You know, I kind of hit myself in the head for not having, especially not having it as when it came off the rack when it first came out. I should have gotten it back then, back in the day. This is, you know, Superman number 1, John Byrne Metallo. You know, it's the first person I think of this Metallo, if I'm not mistaken, because there's different versions of Metallo throughout, you know, Superman lore. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't quote me on that. Look it up. I have to look it up to be sure. I know the original Metallo from Krypton came out back in the Golden Age, Superboy number 49. That's the one. That's a key book that I've been trying to get for a long time. But anyway, I'm steering off to something else. This book, every time I see it in back issue bins, it's beat to hell. And so, every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's too beat up for me, because this is a book that should be in near mint condition. It's not that old. It's from '87. So when I see too many creases and wrinkles and folds on it, I leave it alone. But Marky found a really nice copy. If I was to grade this copy, I would say it's about an 8.5 right now. But it could use a pressing, could use a little cleaning in the back, and it should be like a 9.0 copy, which I'm happy with. No longer need to look for any one. This one is just perfect for that. So thank you for that hookup on that, Marky 316. All right. So the next two books that Marky hooked me up with. Hold on. Okay, yeah. He hooked me up with this one right here. This is Dark. You guys already know. I showed this before. Dark Knight's Metal #1, the midnight release, but he got it signed by Scott Snyder, which is cool. It's always cool to have a signature, on a on a cover, especially Scott Snyder. I just like the way he does his signature. Marky hooked it up. It's kind of like a trade almost, because I got him that New Gods signed by the artist, so it's more like a trade for that book. That's kind of more like it, but it doesn't matter. Me and Marky were boys, so he hooked me up. I hooked him up. Doesn't matter. And then last but not least, this one also was sold out last week. This came out, Totally Awesome Hulk number 22, Weapons of Mutant Destruction. This is the conclusion. I wanted to read it so that I could take a look at it, because I really am trying to find something positive about Marvel that I see now that I want to get back into. And this story arc is good story arc in my opinion. Greg Pak, I think he just does great work when it comes to the Hulk. So that's why I'm pulling for Generations Hulk. That one shot was garbage, but I hope when Legacy starts with it, it'll be okay. Return to Planet Hulk. You can't really mess that up. You can't really, Hulk smash. That's all you need. So that's what I got for my boy Market 316. This next one here, I got this off of eBay. This is, All New Wolverine number 18, the Francisco Mattina variant. This one here, when all the Venomized variants came out, this is, I think, the first wave of this year that came out. I didn't get any of them. Some of the prices that I saw in other stores, they were like $14.99, $15 for this book, and I wasn't paying that much for this book, so I waited. I tried to snipe some on eBay for like $6, and always got, because I was just trying to be super cheap. But this one I got for $8 on eBay with shipping. It was $8.43. So I said, okay, I'll pay the $8.43 for it, because it's the only cover that from that first wave that I wanted to get. The other cover that I like too is the Edge of Venomverse #1, with her also on the cover. That one I think is dope also. So I'm probably gonna pick that one up also if I can find it for really cheap. Cover price. That's my goal, because that's not really, I think, a ratio Venom. Look at that, I'm stumbling my words. That's not really a ratio variant. It's just like a B, C, D variant. So last but not least, I just want to show you guys real quick. I met up with my fellow NY Warrior, Erod 212 today. Met up with him at the LCS because I won his raffle that he had for A Seven to Eternity. Not a book that I'm reading or collecting by any means, he knows that. But whenever my fellow NY Warriors do a raffle or something like that, I try to support them, as much as possible. So I bought a ticket from him, and I ended up winning. So I got the book today. This is Seven to Eternity #1, Image Comics. Let me just angle this camera a little up so you can see the grade, because that's what's the most important. There you go, 9.8. In all its rainbow just glory. Awesome book. It's not my type of book, whatever. It's a nice cover, whatever. But hey, it's a raffle. I won for $10. You know what I mean? So it's going for $120 on eBay. So I could basically flip this, trade it, do whatever I want with it. So if anybody's interested, hit me up. I'll give you guys a good deal, especially if, you know, it's a regular YouTuber, regular subscriber. You know, I'll definitely take care of you guys. So that's it. That's all I got on this quick little haul. Guys, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about Generations, about the new books that came out this week. Also, just to plug real quick, this Monday night coming up, episode 31 of Chilling with the NY Warriors. We're gonna do another raffle on there, but it's not a free raffle. This is the one Manny NYC had a book of a raffle on Instagram and on the New York Warriors page. There's only one spot left, but I think we're gonna run with it anyway if that spot doesn't fill up. So it'll be fun to see who wins that one, and of course we're gonna discuss Defenders. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you're gonna join the chat, make sure y'all watch it. Y'all have till Monday. There's no excuse. There's only 8 episodes. It's gonna be a full spoilers. We're gonna just talk about the entire season with spoilers. You know, we're not gonna hold back on that. So look forward to talking to you guys then. All right, guys. Until next video. Peace.